before me, incredulous cretin. Shudder before my hippity-hoppity glory, or take your leave.
Face the unending darkness.
I shall now sing the story of Astarte, revered goddess of the source. Oh, how mighty!
Oh, do you hear it, friend? The forest music hums, buzzes, falls and rises like waves, like starlight through the atmosphere. Imagination, friend. It's imagination that transforms this music into the surreal. Perhaps more music can help you unlock your dreams. Perhaps one of my compositions could add some modicum of joy to your life. I'd be so happy to share this gift with you. If it please you, select something from my catalogue. A fine selection, dearest friend. May we now share this sacred hymn together.
The many ways to give it and receive it. It was a love affair for the ages, existence and Astarte. Quickly, before my audience disperses, I can't seem to convince Mrs. Hollingsworth there to choose a tale. Would you mind doing us all the honor? I'd be harrowed to sing to you of Gracchus Rex, the last Source King. Delighted to sing of Astarte, the fallen goddess of the Source. Terrified to tell you of Babe Oape, the Hag of Death. Ah, and so sing I shall, Source Hunter. But I warn you, the legend of the king is less story than history. And as realities tend to be, this tale is far more fantastic than fiction. Gracchus Rex.
Perhaps more music can help. Oh.
Evil of wicked worms. Defiler of land.
For the first time in my life, I'm not even a little bored. Perhaps more music. Oh. However did you know? This piece makes my spirit soar as high as the gods. Let's have a listen, shall we?
By their very
Oh,
soul.
it is such a wonderful tale. Almost as lovely as the story of Sam and Maxine.
Gracchus the babe
Well,
and
fluff my fleece and call me Bessie. It sure is great fun socializing instead of scavenging.
Look at us. The stag lying down with the wolf. Did you ever think you'd see the day? For my part, I'll stick that carnivorous fiend if he casts a bad look my way. But as long as we've got Malbini's tails, I suppose we'll be just fine. I'm trying to keep my mind on the story, and it's getting awfully hungry in here.
a wrenching of ether greater in pain than that of flesh. Having thus discarded...
Oh, very sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's just next God's Day is going to be very eventful for the likes of you. Profess? Hardly. Who can stand those dried-up old windbags with their podiums and their gavels and their big curly wigs? Wait, what were we talking about? Ah, yes, Source Hunter. I do not profess to see the future. I simply do. I am the knower of secrets, the conveyor of fates, and have been since the age of 2. I'll have roasted rabbit for supper next week. My firstborn, Charlio, will arrive on a clear-skied afternoon, and in 7 years' time I'll inherit a pouch of gold as big as a dragon's egg. All this assuming, of course, you do not fail in your mission. Well, certainly not the whole story, if I'm perfectly honest. A rare event, indeed. Some threads are missing from this particular cat's cradle, but I've worked out the major details. It seems, Source Hunter, that the fate of all of us mere mortals rests squarely in your hands. The truth is a grande dame, Source Hunter. I'm sure your jumpy, impish friend would quite agree with me on that point. And I'd like the voices in my head to quit their mewling, but they insist to me as I'll insist to you. Money talks. 6 secrets I may have for you, Source Hunter, granted you can pay the price. I seem to have found a little something in which you might take some interest, Source Hunter. Hand me your map, and I'll show you just where to set your digging machine. We're old friends by now, aren't we, Source Hunter? Believe me when I say that the object at this particular location will tickle your fancy till it begs for mercy. Come, give me your map and I'll put a big red X exactly where you ought to look. By the future's eunuch bulldog, I believe I've discovered something quite useful to you. Have you got a quill? I'll gladly mark just the spot on that map of yours. Great groundhog's grappling hook. What a treat I found for you. Come, give me your map before I lose sight of it. Quickly now. I'd move mountains for this particular hidden gem, Source Hunter. You're lucky I'm way down by those big logs over there, or I'd beat you to the punch. Give us your map then, and I'll show you where to look. I see you are a serious sort of person, Source Hunter. Only the greatest of my secrets will satisfy you, and so it is the greatest of them that I offer. Give me your map then, and I'll show you where to find it. That depends. How much have you got? Choose carefully, Source Hunter, for I can only consult the heavens for you a single time. One mustn't become too greedy regarding fate, no. A glut of foresight can drive one rather batty indeed. If you meet any wanderers, send them our way, won't you? My priceless collection of life ceramic infants won't grow itself, you know.
Poured and poured. He is mine, she shrieked, her charm collapsing. Every bone gasped, leapt from grief to terror.
Damon, mop.
She danced upon the bed, lifted
Oh,
her feet.
hello, our wandering hero. If you meet any wanderers,
Another story, Source Hunter, if it please you. Our first friend shall it be? Sing the story of Astarte, revered goddess of the source. Oh, how mighty, yet oh...
One man's trash is another man's...
Astarte
trash.
was born of the godflower soon after the coming of light. She shot up like a weed, and within a week of her birth, source formed inside her. A strange thing happened then, and everything that lived felt better. Strange, yes, dear listener, but it was as true as it was simple. Stronger were they made, faster were they made by They glowed in health, felt in joy. Astarte thus.
My heels are really dragging here.
I can't keep up!
Warcraft spotted something.
slowly. All that digging and there's nothing here. All that digging and there's nothing here. All that digging and there's nothing here. All that digging and there's nothing here.
Wargraf spotted something.
Wargraf spotted something.